Welcome back, SimGamers. We are heading off to the last dungeon before entering the Great Stygian Abyss. We're heading towards the Dungeon of Deceit. We only have one more stone to capture. A handful of orbs to grab. And we're actually exploring a part of this continent we haven't really traveled to before. And the reason is, if I take a look at my map, we can see that over here, shallow water actually connects this northwestern area around the lake, around the Shrine of Spirituality, the Shrine of Sacrifice, to Dagger Isle. And Dagger Isle is very, very close to a little island just southwest of Dagger, or southeast of Dagger Isle, just southeast of the Shrine of Honesty. And that is where the Dungeon of Deceit can be found. We had sailed past there a couple of times. So I figured, rather than waiting for a pirate ship, I'm going to grab our skiff and just sort of walk over. But first, some nixies. So building all these encounter tables was really interesting. Not only does the map allow you to have the terrain map in RPG Maker MZ, but you also have a layer for regions. So I was able to lay out the regions to determine whether something was forest, deep forest, mountains, plains, shallow water, deep water. I even had a special region for the shoreline. And I used that in the logic in the code of the game to determine, what type of encounter you were going to get. But also, some of that logic was used to determine what... Oh, we're getting no music right now. To determine what special effects, like if you're in a forest or a dark dense forest or mountain, then the game would detect that by the region and make you walk slower. If you're by the seashore, you had a chance of spawning pirates, which would therefore... Here we go, music's back. Which would therefore give you a chance to be able to capture a pirate ship for sailing around. All right, this is it. We're plunging into the Dungeon of Deceit. This small island off Dagger Isle in the northeast corner of Britannia hosts the Dungeon of Deceit, a temple of guile in which little is as it seems, unknown adventurer. The first thing that isn't as it seems is that there are skeletons up here. Pretty straightforward level 1 encounter. Nothing too bad to be concerned about. A little bit more treasure. When we complete this level, we will be doing a lot of prep. Those fountains do not look healthy. It's hard to tell if they're acid fountains or not. Kill some bats really quick. After this dungeon and this episode, I'm not even going to bother with these fountains. So this place winds around to there and goes down. Yeah, this... So far, it's a linear dungeon. But after this episode, after we clear out this dungeon... Can we just walk around? Yeah, we don't even need to go through that room. Oh, we do need to go through the room. Dang it. But apparently we can avoid the trap. Now we're locked in now. I'm gonna skirt past all these bad guys. Fight some spiders. Katrina gets the killing blow. Dupree, can you finish the spider off? Good job. Jeffrey, how about you? Nice work, team. I don't even really care about those chests behind those poison things. We're going to go on down. It's only 3 chests. Items. Torches. Okay. We are here. There's an orb to the right. There's an orb to the left. And down are 2 different staircases and some treasures. So let's go ahead and take care of these orbs. This is honesty, so these orbs are going to be orbs of intelligence. Increasing my magic attack. And once I get all 4 of these orbs, I'd be curious to see what my intelligence stacks up against Maria. Maria's magic and intelligence is 50. Mine is 32. Even with all the orbs, I don't think I'm going to be a particularly fearsome competitor to Maria's intelligence. There are 5 treasures here. Are any of them mimics? That's the question. I guess we technically only need to worry about one of those 2 Reapers to get to it, though. So that sounds like it's worth it. What should be a fairly straightforward Reaper battle against 5 treasures? I'm just always wary, like, which one of those chests is the mimic? Is there a mimic? Alright, ghosts are dealt with. Moving on. Oh. Free loot! We have to fight this guy to get through. 71 damage. 65 damage, so that's 71 plus 65 is 136. 136 plus 55 is 191. All right. We're going to cast Unlock. Don't be a mimic. Don't be... Fuck, it's a mimic. Of course the middle chest is a mimic. I hadn't seen it do its animation. I should have been more patient. Man, we slapped that mimic down, though. Attack Damon. Spells. A little bit of Rebel Undead action. Alright, skeletons, get out of here. Get out of here or get slapped. Okay, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. You can suck it, Reaper. And as I recall, there were two different staircases down, one over here and one over there. It's a coin flip as far as which one's better. Okay, we took this one. This one goes down, and there are two different treasure rooms, but the other one goes to a treasure vault run. So we're just gonna be right back. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna do the treasure vault run, and I'm not actually worried about those two treasure rooms because we're doing a treasure vault run. Let's just open up a bunch of chests, wipe out some orcs. You must be fairly high in the dungeon still, in kind of the upper levels if we're dealing with random encounters with orcs. Jeffrey, please stop missing. So I was able to essentially marathon this game this weekend. Played about 10 hours a day each day. And the idea was hopefully that because it's pretty straightforward gameplay, that I could do a decent introduction and outro for each recording session. And that way I wouldn't have to do a lot of editing. I can sort of just apply my standard straightforward SimGamer TV template, as it were, to each of the recordings. Not a magic gem. I want to do a spell. But because... See, RPG Maker game MZ, you know, they say you have the rights to any of the default assets or whatever that come with the game. You can certainly use those to sell your game on Steam or whatever. Like, you have copyright permission to do so. But the other assets, especially the music that was written by all those fans, that fan project for Ultima Lazarus. While I don't think it doesn't seem like they're making copyright claims on YouTube or anything for it. It was obviously an old project. I think the project may have come out in the very, very early stages, or possibly before YouTube even was a thing. But those arrangements are arrangements of music that was written by someone for use in the Ultima games. And as such, the original copyright would trace back to them, who is currently EA. The other graphical assets I used in the game, you know, there's a lot of things that I just found on the internet and incorporated into the game. Be sure to watch all the way through the end of the last episode if you want to see all the credits. I gave credit where I could for everything I found. Even just a, unknown artist for things that I couldn't find a credit for. But as this product, if you want to call it that, does consist of a lot of copyright things that I do not necessarily have the rights to. I certainly don't own them. I don't claim any ownership over them, or claim that I have copyright ownership. That necessitates me to have this be a game that's essentially for me and my very closest friends. But for the purposes of education and commentary and like game development research, I'm including it here on the channel so we can have discussions about game design, various elements. For example, these traps. In the 2D game or in the original game, you're walking down a hallway in first person, very, very simple line drawn, like vector line drawn graphics. But these traps would trigger while you're walking along the hallway. So I made them into traps that could possibly maybe be circumvented if you were a little bit clever. Darkness traps usually not, but the falling stone traps, maybe you can traverse those without getting rocks dropped on you. Looks like there's another small treasure run on this level. But that's the other orb that I want to get, so I'm going to go ahead and walk on over. There's one of the falling rocks, so I can walk around here and avoid the second one. My magic attack increased. Since we've already dropped this... Nope. I was going to say, since I've already dropped that trap, I shouldn't see it again, but that was a false assumption. Perhaps I should have tried a different way. Let's drop a tremor on everybody. Yeah, she managed to kill 2 of them. 3 of them with that tremor. Jeffrey, can you finish him off? Excellent. Okay, now that we're through the section that gets rid of my brightness, I'm willing to bet money that that is an acid fountain and not a healing fountain. Spells. Unlock. We're going to make this treasure run. Oh yes, a room with a bunch of rogues. And of course, our random encounters. I wonder how much Mandrake I actually even have now. So the next episode is going to be quite a long one. These dungeon crawls are going pretty quickly, all things considered. This episode is going to be a little bit longer because we do have to go in and deal with the altar rooms. We should be able to kill most of these rogues in one blow for any one of us. If we hit them hard enough. Really? Still taking 2 kills to kill most of these rogues, I guess. Yeah, that was only 51 damage. And Jeffrey missed the magic staff of beating up, 77 damage. Wonder what level these rogues are and how much hit points they actually have. Oh, there we go. There's a 1-hit, 1-kill. Moving on. Little campsite for these guys. Open up these chests. And then continue on our way. We have 13,000 gold. We'll slap this demon here with our magic weapons. And then just use turn undead on the skeletons. Repel undead. The cool thing about RPG Maker MZ is it, it comes with a fairly decent library of animations and stuff like that. Obviously you can add on animations, and like if you were going to use RPG Maker MZ to release a game, I would say every element of the game should be at least restyled. If you really, really want to release a game. Get your own tile sets done. Obviously your own music done. That one chest in the corner was absolutely, definitely a trap. Okay. We're going to be going through some fields here, so we're going to dispel. Because I do not want to be going into this fight falling asleep. Thank you very much. Starting this fight with everyone asleep would be disaster. I remember this room being quite annoying in the original game. Okay. Just enough to get through. And we're down. My light fades. Fire up the torch. Let's take another look through our gems. There is the last orb. There are 2 different staircases down. I'm not sure which to take. I'm willing to bet it's the one past all the trapped collapsing rocks. Oh, that room has so much treasure. But I'm not going to try it. I'm going to try the other one, even though I bet this is the wrong one. Phantoms. I was curious and wanted to know what was up this hallway, if this was the way to those treasure rooms. It's so good having magic weapons to give these guys a slap down. Thinking about Dupree, he's the most, he's the one that can wear, he and Jeffrey, I think, can both wear the heaviest armor. But, yeah, this is full of lava and bad guys. All right. I don't care that much for that treasure. Let's go downstairs. Dead end. Lovely. Nice. Dupree being able to wear plate mail. I can't remember if Jeffrey can wear plate mail or not. Okay, I'm totally guessing which one of these are not. Oh my gosh. Wait, is that simple? No way. Okay. Oh. 3 Ettons. I was just guessing which one of those holes in the floor wasn't actually falling rock spells or traps. And I dodged 3 of them, hopefully 4 of them. Like, if I was a bad guy designing a dungeon and they had these falling rock traps, I would set them up so there was a pattern. Magic gem. So we are here. There's a big treasure room up there. But I know that's a treasure room of pain. And there's the orb. How do we get to the orb from here? We go left and down through a bunch of fields. And then we're at the orb. Okay. We're going through some darkness and some rock traps. Okay. Spike trap. energy field. Let's get our lights done here. We can dispel our way through. That last one got us. Actually, let's have someone off camera. Cast Awaken on the party. Okay, this is the stone. We have all 8 stones, which means we are now prepared to solve the riddle of the altar rooms. But that's to be continued in the next episode as we find our way to the altar rooms of truth, love, and courage to assemble the key of 3 parts. Until then, I'm SimGamer.